All right, hello? Okay, well, I have no idea how to make this work, but pretty much what I wanted to say is just, oh my god, I'm at. Okay, I'm not going to do that voice. Um, hey, everybody. So, um, I just reached like 7,007, it used to be 77777 subscribers, and I really like the number 7. So, I thought, uh, well, to me, it's amazing anyway. And I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed because that's amazing. Um, I was hoping I'd be able to see my own thing on YouTube, so I'd be able to have some interaction with the audience. To tell you the truth, I don't even know if this thing is working. So, uh, how embarrassing. But anyway, uh, yeah. So, yeah, this sucks. I can't see if I'm actually, you know, recording or if anyone can see this. Uh, Let me see if I can go to my Hangouts and see if it's there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not doing a good job of this. Okay. All right. Sweet. Okay. So I can see people now. Gotta mute that. View all comments. Yeah. So I know it's all right. So I see that it's a weird time to stream, but again, it's just because I wasn't gonna stream, and it was just the people like 7,000 whatever subscribers that I wanted to make a video. So how is everybody? Is everybody all right? Hey, you guys, how are you doing? Where are you from? And this is my first time, to talk to you guys live. I think for YouTube. Maybe I don't know, but maybe I can draw something for you guys. What do you want to see? What should I draw? Maybe I'll take a suggestion. Anything. Oh, getting so bad with my accents. Believe it or not, I was actually all right. I could do accents a little bit okay, but it's gone downhill. Uh, sorry. All right, I'm just gonna start scribbling, and then if I get some people who want me to draw, oh, a sexy lady, I can draw the Punisher. All right, let me find a reference for the Punisher, and then turn him into a sexy lady. I just need to remember what his costume looks like. Copy image. All right, so that's the Punisher. And let's see. A realistic Charizard. Okay, I'm gonna do. And what else? A castle. Okay, so we're gonna do the Punisher. Oh, I gotta get Charizard reference now. We'll do Punisher attacking a realistic Charizard who's attacking the castle. Okay, Charizard. Oh, right. Blue wings. Okay. Okay. So it's going to be kind of hard to, let's see, maybe I can stick this here. Is this going to work? I'll be able to see the comments as well. Alright, that works fine. Yeah, so where is everybody from? And what time is it where you're at? Because I know I'm streaming at a terrible time. I'm sorry. How could you do this? How could you do this, Sycra? We all believed in you. We didn't think you would randomly stream at a stupid time, but... well, you sure know how to disappoint. Don't laugh at your own jokes. Alright. Alright, so... just getting some atmosphere first. It's not automatically updating. Oh well. I'll just get onto the Charizard thing and hope things work out. So I'm gonna start with the castle, but where do I want it? I'm gonna use a chalk brush and just gonna get the silhouettes of everything. First, so say there's a castle here. How big is Charizard? Is Charizard like huge, or no? Thing's not updating, so I can't tell. What if... oh, there we go. Oh, sweet. No, I'm not drunk. It's 11, New Jersey. Prince George, British Columbia. That's cool. I've literally ruined your will to live. Oh, I'm sorry. What? Charizard's only 6'3". See, I was going to do a huge Charizard, but if it's only 6'3", that's not going to work. Attacking, unless it's like a really small castle. Don't know how to go about doing that. And how have I ruined your will to live, Jason Coates? Oh, sweet. People from Brazil. I don't know anything Portuguese to say. I really wish I did. Hey, shiny Spartan. Mexico, Southern California. Excellent. Well, you're all being recorded for posterity, so hope you don't mind. Okay, back to this picture. Okay, so what I've done is just done a silhouette, and I'm going to knock it back, and I'm just using an eraser. And this is going to create some atmosphere, but at the same time, because I'm erasing into a silhouette, I can actually draw on top of, let's see, I can undetach rather that from that, and I can do this, and now I can actually paint directly on top of that, and it will, like I can paint on the castle and it will, how can I say this, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's so hard to paint and think. Um, it'll have the opacity still low. So for instance, let's say I put in like light here, and that's supposed to represent a light source. So now what I can do is I can take my chalk brush and take some of that light and start, there we go, and paint directly over this castle, and it's, okay. Yeah, damn it. I'm just waiting for it to screw up again. And it should, yeah, there, maintain some opacity. Okay, so there's a castle. It's very protective over a toy castle. Yeah, it's a toy castle with a lot of atmosphere because they live in a very polluted place. Is anyone from Beijing here? Because otherwise this is going to be Beijing. But if someone's from Beijing, I'm not going to make it Beijing because I don't want to insult anyone who's present. Just people who are watching later. My brushes aren't behaving. Hi, I'm from Romania. Oh, that's great. I know a lot of Romanians. Romanians? What's wrong with him? He suffers from Romania. That's terrible. I don't know what's going on, but see, like whatever I paint, it gets light, and I don't get that. And if I pick like a dark color, let's pick black, and just erases it. Something's up. Anyway, let's just do that. Let's just go with it. Of course, this isn't going to be good. I'm doing it live. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, let's get Charizard in there. Needs to be darker. Yeah. And let's make Charizard bigger. And Charizard blows out fire, right? So let's do that. Fire breath attack. I'm sorry, I never really watched Pokemon, so I'm really sorry if I do this wrong. And I wasn't big into the Punisher. I don't know his backstory really. The only way I really know the Punisher is sometimes he would show up in the Spider-Man. I used to watch a Spider-Man cartoon, and sometimes he would be there, and it's like, oh, okay. So that's how I know him. And for Charizard, I just know he's a Pokemon, and he's the evolved form of Bulbasaur. And so, yeah. All right. Okay, I think this is the pose Charizard takes up. He's gonna be putting his wings down because he's gonna approach it like he's gonna do the karate chop. Yeah. See, here's the thing. I actually knew he's I knew he wasn't the evolved form of Bulbasaur. Ha! He's the evolved form of Char something. Charbuck. Char some. What is he called? Charmander. Charmander. You see? The Spider-Man I watched, the Spider-Man series was, well, I watched a really old one. I watched the Spider-Man, that one. Uh, but I also watched the the '90s one with like rock music. Uh, I don't think that had words. Oh yeah, it did. You're like spider blood, radioactive spider blood. Oh jeez, his wings are separate from his arms. Yeah, yeah, it's going back in there. Uh, okay, so um, what do I want to do? I want to just add some atmosphere down below. Um, okay. Yeah, I need to do my research. I'm drawing your current Pokemon. Sweet. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous because I don't know. Like, I think a lot of people really like Pokemon, and I don't want to mess it up too much, because then you know that's not going to be good. Um, but anyway, okay. So this is going to get a bit more realistic because I don't want to give him the cartoony face, and I want to add some. Okay, let me add the fire now. Am I rocking CS6 on Windows Vista? No, I'm using Windows 7. Um, yeah, I have to make Sexy Lady Punisher. Okay, let me add. Wait, should I add fire first? No, I'm gonna add the blue wings, and then I'll add Punisher. So the wings are gonna be not blue, but it's gonna hopefully look blue just because of the that thing that happens. Yeah, see, it's like purple, but it looks blue, kind of, but it needs to be more green. Uh, there we go. The Charizard is way too big. We'll see. We'll see. Because I have nothing to show. It looks too big, but it's actually really small, and it's in Beijing. And God, I'm gonna get hate from like Beijing people, but uh, it's the only polluted place that's easily that I know of. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. How could you do that to us? I gave Beijing people. Okay. Okay, let me not make fun of people. Be nice. Um, let me say something nice about people from Beijing. 北京人很好，我喜欢北京人。我有很多朋友在北京。Anyway, yeah, my accent's terrible. Agreed. All right. So now for Sexy Punisher. So Punisher is going to be fighting Charizard. And let me draw it. Do people use the like 2B pencils? Because I didn't, and now I really like them. You know, like in CS6, you get like this brush, and when you change the size, it doesn't just like with normal brushes, it changes based on pixels. So 2 means it's 2 pixels. Do a Russian mobster accent, all right. No, I'll do that accent for you, but I don't know if I'm Russian, but I mean a mobster. You know, I like to call myself a businessman. I do I do all kinds of business, not only mobbing, but also I do mobbing, flash mobbing, and uh, the Flash he likes to be mobbed, so I mob him. So here comes the Punisher, and no, I don't like that pose. Yuri, you funny guy. Could you say what your tablet buttons do? Like what? Like what is your setup? All right. So my setup is like here is my Intuos. That's too widescreen. Let me hide these guys. You talk like an Italian mobster. All right, I'll talk like one. I'm going to run a jump down the pipe. I don't know. This is my Italian. Do a real Canadian accent. Well, here you go. I don't know. I can't do the because I'm in Vancouver. So anyway, here's my Intuos, and I mean wait, I don't have an Intuos. This is a Cintiq, and I have buttons here, and I forgot what. Okay, I'm using the Nostromo. Let's see. I'm using this thing for my buttons, so I've forgotten what those buttons do. And I don't know, maybe you can like screen capture this real quick, but that's what my setup is. So here is D, so that I can return it to default and also deselect. Here is R for rulers. This is marquee. This is move tool. This is lasso. And then 6 is X. So that switches these back and forth. And then this is F2, which for me is it's an action for flip canvas. This is Alt backspace. Oh, fill with foreground color. This is deselect. This is brush. Save. This is to paste and copy and transform. This cycles through layers. Or no, this undoes and redos. This cycles up and down layers, and this merges layers and changes my brush size, and this is Alt, and this is space. I'm sorry. Okay, let me get back to this. So we had Punisher, and see, Charizard's not that big now, because Lady Punisher is like about as big as Charizard. Maybe a bit smaller, because he's 6'3" after all, and she's only how big is Lady Punisher? Don't care. So nobody knows. It's this thing where Lady Punisher's superpower is no one can tell her height. She just randomly changes, but it has no useful purpose, I guess. So that's why she's not in the comics, and you've never seen her, because Stan Lee didn't think she was a particularly good character. Would the Lady Punisher wear a combat skirt? Actually, she does. She wears a combat skirt. And she also is gonna put the gun in his mouth. Alright. Okay. Terrible. Alright. I don't know how to do this. I feel like I'm forgetting how to draw. You know, I actually used to stream a lot on live streams, and it was a great time. But it's been over like a year probably, or around a year, and I completely forgot. But sadly, it wasn't much different than this. So right now it's bringing back memories. Yeah. Okay. Okay, wait. Let me check the comments. Razor's nice. Yeah, Razor's nice. Oh, did you started using Alec Negria's setup? Yeah, I used Alec's setup, and then I decided that I could make something different because I didn't just want to copy Alex because he's, I don't know, it's like, it's just a guy and he's like way too, I don't know, it's too cool. I don't want to just copy him. I have to be myself, so I made it different. No, but yeah, I did change it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be funny. I'm fucking nervous. I mean, I'm nervous. Sorry. I'm not. Anyway, I like orange soda. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I don't. I stopped drinking soda. Paint her shooting it and blowing the back of his head with brain splattering out. Yes, yes, I think we will. Jeez, jeez, Louise, you're so violent. Where'd you get your ideas? They're so violent. Oh my god. Now Punisher's too small. Should have only been drawing his boot. Okay. You should tell us why you Easter egg your tutorial videos. Okay. I Easter egg them so I don't get bored. Because rendering takes a really long time. And for some reason, when I add like Easter eggs, it's funny to me. And I think, oh, that's funny. Okay. It makes things more interesting. Yeah, she's gonna be holding it, you know, into his mouth. So anyway, yeah, there's still, I mean, people are pretty good with finding the Easter eggs. I've been surprised how fast they find it. There's one Easter egg that no one's found in the video so far. But every other one people have found. Okay, so what does Punisher's boots look like? Well, as usual, any kind of comic character has to be wearing high heels because if they're not, like, I don't know, they get kicked out of the Justice League or whatever it is they're in. It's not nice. It's not a good system. Okay. So I'm gonna do it, but then if you guys are really offended, you know, I can change it. What's the last game I played? What is the last game I played? I don't know. Probably Skyrim like a year ago. I don't play games much. I'm not high. Vietnamese jungle boots. Alright. I don't know what Vietnam jungle boots look like, so I might have to. Yeah, let me go ahead and research that. Vietnamese jungle boots. And knowing my luck, it's all gonna be fucking porn. I mean, it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to make this like a rated R thing, and then I'll actually be able to talk. Yeah. Okay. Vietnamese jungle boots. Cool. Copy image. Because it's easier with tutorial videos. I can keep. Will smoking weed make you worse at drawing? Okay, well, I don't smoke weed, so I don't know, but what I've heard is that it doesn't help, and the thing is that you'll just become lazy. Like, it just makes you lazy. It doesn't make you work hard. So, I don't know. you can do whatever you want, but doesn't seem, from what I've heard, it's not really beneficial. But, you know, maybe it will be for you. Who knows? But from, anyway, what I've heard, artists can't really do that because, you know, okay, yeah, you're smoking weed, but then is that giving you better ideas? I don't know. And now I gotta fix the value of this. It's too dark. There we go. Your Easter eggs freaked you out. Thanks, Shiny Spartan. You're explaining it. Hi, is not hi, Sycra. Oh, my friend Shamandalai. I'm pretty sure it was her. She coined the phrase. I've got psychological problems. I think it was her. Anyway, psychological. I like that. You're in Australia and it's so hot here. That's good. That's good. Is that good? I don't know. Too hot, it's not good, but on the East Coast, everyone's complaining of Canada. It's like cold. So, yeah, I don't think this picture is going to turn out well, but I'm going to do it anyway, and then, you know, it's just a chance to thank all y'all for being subscribers, for watching my videos. This art piece will not be complete without a decent UFO in the background. Of course. I don't know if this is going to be decent, but there you go. It's a UFO, and yeah. Let's see. Let me block that. Add some. Yeah, that's a ticket. Doesn't really look like a UFO, right? But there. It was there, but it's gone now because that's how UFOs are. Let's work on her face. Sadly, I know how to draw faces okay, but I can't do much else. What pen am I using? I'm using the Wacom. It's like the same as the Intuos. Yeah, it looks like the Intuos, but it's a Cintiq one. Hi, artists that are as effective as drunk piano players. Do you have a girlfriend? Yes. Do Lady Punisher's voice. Alright. Oh my god! I'm a Lady Punisher! Why won't you die? I'm Lady Punisher. This isn't gonna go well if you ask me to do voices, because I'm terrible. So she's, I don't know, I want her to be like, her head is tilted. Does that make sense? Not yet. Let me tilt it more. Right? So like, more drama. And, have I used Sketchbook Pro? I have Sketchbook Pro, but, oh wait, no, I'm using Sketchbook Express. But the thing is, there was a problem with that in my tablet, and and I tried actually recording a video in that, and what happened is I kept losing my pen just stopped working for no reason, and I tried to fix it, and then I didn't have time to like spend really researching why it's not working and how to fix it, so I gave up. I'm not proud of it, but it was one of the darker times in my life. What brush am I using? I think I'm using the hard round. I think default hard something. It's about as good as the hard round. But really, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. See, okay, I'll show you how many brushes I have. Look at all this. Look at all this stuff. Amazing. You have so many brushes. Oh my god. If I had as many brushes as you, I'd be like a millionaire, but with brushes. You have a crater brush? Oh my god. I can't believe you have a crater brush. See? It's making craters. And yeah, I have like all these brushes. All this stuff. I don't even know what they do. And I only use like these. I like use the same 7 brushes, so it doesn't matter. It's not gonna make you better. Draw. Just draw. So you use Wacom and not Adobe. No, this is Adobe Photoshop. By the way, I recently found out that the newest Intuos eats up pen nibs. Yes. So I can't do a Morgan Freeman voice. I could try, but it would be so bad. I would hate myself, and then I'd have to walk out of the room, and then who's going to paint for you? Yeah, so the thing with the Intuos that I've heard is that once you paint with it a lot, it will stop doing that thing. It'll stop wearing it out, and the surface will become really smooth, like the Intuos 3. So you don't really need to worry too much about that. But yes, I've heard that. Actually, I had that problem where the Intuos was very cruel to pen nibs, abusing them. Can I sing? Absolutely not. Would you get the new 13 HD? I was looking at it today, and it looks really nice, but I have a 22 HD, and I don't have like money, so of course 22 is going to be fine. I ruined her eye. I'm sorry if these keyboard sounds are really loud. Okay, let me try this. I'm going to move my microphone far away. Oh no. Okay, all my wires are tangled up, so unfortunately that's not going to work. Tell us a joke. I don't need to tell you a joke. If you want to see a joke, look in the mirror. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so mean. I tried drawing digital, but I'm much more patient with traditional. Did you have the same problem? Yeah, I started traditional, and at that time I liked digital more, and then when I first used digital I liked traditional more, and then when I started using digital a lot, then I went back to traditional, and it's like traditional so hard. So it depends. You can get used to anything. Okay, the face isn't working, so where's my money? Oh, she already shot him, so I mean oh jeez, she can't shoot him yet. She don't have her money yet. She has to wait for him to tell her where her money is, and then she'll shoot him. Because she's a Punisher, and that's what the Punisher does. See, this is what happens when you don't know the character or his backstory, her backstory. Where's my money? I don't know what Charizard says. um, do I have contrast issues with the 22 HD? I don't know. The screen, like I'm using dual monitors, and my second monitor is like it's a Dell. Don't know. It's not an IPS monitor, so the Cintiq is better than that monitor. And yeah, any advice on getting the placement of the line of action correctly when drawing poses from imagination? For me, it helped to do life drawing, so I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. Like if you're if you have life drawing where you're at, but okay, let's turn this around. This is violence against animals, and I don't like her face, so. No! No! What is it? Dracarys. Oh, it's gruesome. Terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've turned this so violent. Oh! How could I forget? Burn tool. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So that happened. Today, I was watching Sycra's stream. Really? That sounds wonderful. It was Charizard, and he was burning Lady Punisher in the face. Why would he do that, Mama? You shouldn't be looking at those Sycra videos no more. I don't like when you look at those videos. Why did he burn her? Hey, Sycra, what do you do for a living other than make YouTube videos? Oh, sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of you with this voice. I'm an illustrator. I do illustration for a living. Where did you go for some inspiration to paint or draw? I just see art all the time. CG Hub is good. Okay. What else? Just looking on DeviantArt, or there's so many places. There's so much good art out there. I don't know. It's more like where do you not see good art? Because I see it all everywhere. Oh, God. Okay. What did I study? What do you mean, what did I study? I took animation school, and I studied classical animation from 2010 to 2011, and that really taught me how expensive art schools are. um, anyway. Yeah. How much did studying animation help you improve your illustrations? It Okay, here's the thing. With animation school, it wasn't that it directly helped me in terms of, teaching me a lot. I did learn a lot about animation, which it's different than just drawing because you have to learn about timing, about how to do lip sync, how to do two-legged walks and all that stuff, how to get weight. But it doesn't really teach you about drawing. But what would happen, or what did happen, and sorry, I'm going to get some water. What happened is people would mention things, like the teachers would mention names of people. So one of them was Glenn Keane, and so I looked up Glenn Keane. Also, there's like classes. One of the classes was acting, and I found out, I kind of like acting. So I didn't know I did. And there was history of animation, so I learned about like there are these Disney films, these really old Disney films, and they're kind of messed up. Like Mickey's really violent and evil, and I don't know where to find them now, and they're terrible. Like they're pretty racist too. But it's like seeing that sort of stuff was like, wow, this is animation. And I saw my favorite movie that's animated is Triplets of Belleville, and yeah, this Charizard looks terrible. Everything looks terrible. Will you do any animation tutorials someday? I started with one, but I don't feel comfortable doing animation tutorials because I wasn't good in animation. I spent the whole year struggling. It was a one-year program, and it was too fast. I should, I don't know. I don't know what I was doing there. Or I do know what I was doing there, but it was, anyway. Animation is, I've heard that you just need to know how to draw to do animation, and maybe I wasn't doing the right type of animation, but for me it was not that simple. I had no idea how to do timing. It took me forever to do timing. It's like, it's easy to do animation where it doesn't have to match up to your storyboard. Look up Al Columbia. Al Columbia. Alright, I'll look that up. And I'll do it on my second monitor, just in case. Well, those kids and their lemon parties. Ooh. Cool, it's an American cartoonist. How about color theory tutorial and creating your own palette? Haven't I done that? I think I've done that. I really think I've done a color theory tutorial. Have you ever sculpted before? It helps with my anatomy sketches. Well, I've tried. I have, I'm embarrassed to say I have like this huge pack of Super Sculpey, and it remains unopened. I don't like looking at this picture. I want to paint something new. Oh no. I need new ideas. I got sad from my picture. It's getting late. Maybe I should leave. Let me see more questions. You can't talk without a face. After the stream, subscribers less than 55. Aww. I hope not. Well, I can delete this. It will be like a... I can't do Cartman. I really want to try, but there's like this part of me that's... I don't want to embarrass myself that much. But you've already embarrassed yourself. Spider-Man versus Sycra. What is my favorite color? See, this I can answer. Jeez, why aren't all the questions this easy? I like... let me find it. It's like something like this. I like indigo, but like really dark. And then can go through the purples, but like that. And I like it with black. But the Biologic Show is the sickest comic book ever. Draw ancient psychic tandem war elephant. I don't know what a psychic tandem elephant is. I'm gonna research that. Oh wow, it's from Adventure Time. Do I know about periwinkle? The color? I know. Is it like, I don't know, that kind of color? Because I forgot there's a delay. I don't know. Is it like that? Because then I guess I yes. I'm trying to do my major in industrial design. Is it a wise decision? Well, do you like it? Do you? I mean, definitely industrial design leads to a lot of career opportunities, but you should do it because you like to do it. Draw a balloon. Okay, I'll draw a balloon because a tandem psychic ancient elephant thing is... it's hard. Okay, there. It's a balloon. And let me see. All right. And maybe around the edges. Do I sound tired? I am tired. Sick and tired of all this garbage. What's it doing here? And I need a highlight. Panda butthole. Do you get paid well? Hell no. I do not get paid well. But maybe one day, right? One can hope. But I'm doing art, so... how do you draw blood? I never get the colors right. I tend to stick really dark with my values. So, you know, almost like black. And let's say I have like sure, one of these brushes does blood really easily. So anyway, maybe in this case I would find a brush with texture. But the thing I would really look for is, yeah, maybe something like that. But I'd start dark, right? So start dark and get your base down really dark. And then bring your lights in. Because remember, red is a dark color, right? I mean, a dark value. So it's gonna be darker, and then maybe I'd add, you know, hints of more pure saturated red. But anyway, so guess this balloon is a bloody balloon. Yeah. Yuki, you're not funny. Why? Yuki, what's the difference between a painter and a pizza? Pizza can feed a family. Aw. Yeah, I've heard that joke before. Um, it's okay. Whatever, you know. I don't have a family. Did you learn about other animators besides Glenn Keane in animation school, like Alex Toth? I don't know about Alex Toth. I learned about God. There's this really good animator. I don't. He worked on Nocturna, and I don't remember his name. Of course, I wouldn't. But yeah, I learned about a lot of animators. I learned about Milk Call and okay, I'm not gonna remember anyone now. So, but yes, sir, I did. Can you show more how to do some elemental effects? I showed you everything I know. Smoke. Maybe I could show you smoke. You get the smoke brush. you do that, and I'm sorry. I probably should be sleeping or doing something else because I'm gonna make a fool of my. Did I mention why I'm doing this? I'm doing this because I got 77,777 subscribers. Yeah, 77,777. You gonna do more critique? If so, where do I post my work? Good question. You can post your work on the critique section of the Sycra.net forum. So if you go to www.sycra.net, click on forum, you get this thing and then critique this. And unfortunately, I can't, there's a lot of critiques and I can't get to them because I only have time right now for one video a day. I mean, a week. Jesus, a day. A week. And so I have a big list of videos I need to tackle. Today I did, what did I do? I did it today, styles, right? So I did the style video, primarily because I've recorded, okay, so one person asked to do explain the lightning bolt technique, and I did one on that, but it was terrible. And I felt I can't in good conscience share this with the audience, so I had to get rid of that. And sometimes I have that where I have like videos, and so anyway, back to the smoke brush because I can't hold a cohesive thought. I got this smoke brush from Anthony Jones, one of his things, and I can show you how to make one. So I think what you do is, let me go to brush and see what he did. So he has texture, and then he has like a noisy texture, fine, noises on, transfers onto pen pressure, and shape dynamics, probably what, scattering? Nope, no scattering. Okay, so I don't know how he did it. I thought he would have like a regular brush and then it scatters randomly. But I don't know what I'm talking about. That's like 7,775 more than me. Sycra, I'm curious, which country do you live in? Canada. Do you have any animals? No, I don't. Or would you want to have? I don't have, like, I don't want to neglect the animal, and I don't think I'd have time to really be a responsible owner. As you can tell, for my personality. I'm incredibly immature. Um, I used to have rabbits, and I got sad because they seemed sadder. I just felt I don't like the idea of pets, to be honest. Oh no, you're a monster. No, I just don't like them being inside. Yeah, it feels like they need to be free. Um, what's your idol as a kid? Craig Mullins. And hopefully you live near Toronto. Nope, Vancouver. Other side of the country. Sorry, but maybe we will meet one day. I want ponies. Yeah, I love ponies. Is there a technique to drawing a water splash? Probably. I don't know it. I'd have to research that. Do you have a step-by-step on how to use a pen tablet for newbies? Practice. It takes time. So if you're a complete newbie and you're just, you're worried because things aren't working out, yeah. You checked out Benjamin after you talked about him in one of your videos. I really like him and did an art piece inspired by him. See, I would love to critique more. Again, it goes back to time, and usually I'll critique only if it doesn't meet a criteria of a previous critique. Now, in terms of the Benjamin one, would I be able to do it? Probably not, because I'm not that good. If I was as good as Benjamin and I was able to do his style, I would be rich. Sorry. Do you even lift? Yeah, I actually do, but not heavy. Favorite anime? My favorite anime is Samurai X. It's the Rurouni Kenshin OVA, the first ones, the first 4. But yeah. That is one sad image. Do I read comic books? I used to. I used to read when I was in elementary school. I used to read Spawn and Spider-Man, and then like other whatever. But I was more of a Image and Marvel. I read. I had like Joe Mad started Battle Chasers, and then J. Scott Campbell started Danger Girl, and I was really into those 2 artists. How did Craig Mullins end up being your idol? It was just by seeing work. I mean, look at. I might as well do it because, this is just gonna be a whatever video. It's gonna be getting to know my audience, and I'm not gonna. Anyway, look at his work. Amazing. I was actually thinking about. I don't know why it's so small. How do I make it big? It's not big enough. But anyway, yeah, I thought about doing like critiques of artists, or not critiques, but reviews. And I mean, this guy's amazing with values, and his stuff has so much light. Okay, so look at this picture. First of all, it's loosely painted. Yes, the perspective is wrong. Whatever. Fine. Whatever. But when I look at this, I feel like I'm looking into reality. Like, this feels like what a street looks like. And, okay. Okay, I have the actual picture. I'm just going to do that so I can zoom in. Craig Mullins. Oh, here's my artist folder. It's massive. And still, I could be looking at many more. But we'll do this together. Craig Mullins. And yeah. See? So it's like, okay, so we have this police car, whatever, she's chopped off the head, forget the subject matter. Amazing how he painted this stuff. But then, like, look at this. There's a crowd in the background. And I don't know, Vancouver kind of reminds me of this because it's rainy. And yeah, there's cars, and yeah, more cars in the background, and oh, there's an alleyway, and you go down there and there's a bunch of stuff. Like you feel like you could just keep going, but look, it's nothing. When you zoom in, nothing. Yet it's so much. I don't know. This stuff blows me away. Right now, my favorite artist is Kim Jung-gi. Definitely this guy. Just beautiful. I have his sketch collection books. Right. Anyway, amazing. This one, the 2011 and the 2007 one. More than it cost me $189 to I like Optimus Prime. That's good. That's something good. Anyway, he is okay. What was I talking about? Kim Jung-gi books. $189 for both of them, including shipping and all that. Fine. It sounds expensive, right? But it's so good. I can't. It's the best art book ever. I don't know who GLaDOS is. Do I sound like a robot? Oh, that's probably lag. Good night, Sycra. Can you do a shout out to your favorite fan? You're a stripper. Yes, I'll do a shout out to your stripper. I can sketch out characters pretty good, but I can't paint them. Can't get the values right. Sounds like you need to be doing some value studies, so here's an exercise you can do. It works better if you are working. Let me merge these because it's gonna get really slow. If you're with a friend, right? So what you do is use the pencil tool. You don't want to use the brush because it's got opacity. And see how you have this slider here, right? If you don't, you press, I think it's F6. Yeah, F6 to bring up your color slider. And make sure it's at grayscale slider. And then what you want to do is the other person looks away and you put down 5 or 4 random things. And it's like, okay. So then what the person does, and then you reset it to 0. So then what the other person does is tries to guess, right? So I'm not going to do it well, but let's say I'm guessing, okay, that's that. And try and match the value as best as you can. And then at the end, you use your eyedropper and you compare it. So this is 67, this is 67. So perfect. So then my score is 0, and it's like golf. The lower the score, the better. This is 85, this is 82. So I'm 3 off, so I put 3. And then whatever, right? So at the end, you calculate your score, and let's say I got 9. Oh, God, that would be terrible. 2, 4, 1. Jesus, why did I make math problems for myself? So it's 10, right? So then my score would be 10, and let's say they had 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 7, 8. So then they would win. And then, you know, like you do it back and forth, so you get better at values, but it's like a game, something you can improve on, and it makes it more fun. Other than that, you get like a photo and copy it and try and make it perfect. How did you find Mullins? I found him from Sygen forums. It was way back when, and he used to post there. Let's see. Sygen. Pretty sure Sygen is still around. Forums.sygen.com. Yeah. So this forum, it used to be really popular before concept art became really big. And then if you go to finish work, this is an awesome thread. I don't really go here anymore because I don't know, I just haven't been keeping up. But the speed painting thread, you go in here and then it's just awesome artwork people are posting. Yeah, so Craig Mullins used to post here. Zia used to post here. That's how I got to know I Draw Girls guy. I didn't talk to him at that time, but it's how I heard of him. I heard of Bobby Chu because he posted there. Um, Lots of people. Lots of people used to post there. It was a pretty happening place. Do I like cinema? What are my favorite movies? Favorite movies are Tree of Life, which probably other people won't like, and Memento, which most people like Memento. Um, what is this? Photo. Copy. Paste. It says invalid response. I'm sorry, but I can't open that. How do you see the relevance of digital art among physical mediums? I think digital art is super relevant, and here's why. It's just another medium. You can do things in digital, though, that you can't do in other mediums. Now, something that's often said is digital is all about tricks, and if used incorrectly, I suppose, because it's easy, right? You can undo and all that. And I think undo is probably the biggest advantage to digital. But when sometimes people talk about the brushes and things, I would disagree, because when I was doing oil painting, I used traditional oil painting brushes, and they're all texture brushes, and there's so many tricks you could do. You could like splatter paint and it creates certain effects. You could let paint drip. It's just a different medium. So actually, in some ways, especially with Photoshop, it's harder, because digital will look nice, but Photoshop, if if I'm trying to do a complete painting with just the hard round brush, which is recommended, you have to get the values perfect. When you mix colors, look at all this. Like, all this is things you could pick that could be wrong. Whereas in oil painting, you've got your palette, right? And you've got your colors, and you can make a limited palette, whatever. And then you just mix them. So you can't really go too wrong. It's much easier to get harmonious palettes because you're already working from limited colors. Whereas with digital, look at all this. All this choice is what makes it difficult. It's also why people get confused. They'll look at, all the fancy stuff, and then they make garbage. But making a good image with digital isn't that easy. But traditional, of course, it's still hard. But I don't think you can disregard anything. I think watercolors have their place, acrylics have their place. Okay, so when I started in traditional, there was this thing of the oil painters looked down on the acrylic painters because oil was superior. And even in galleries, they would say, and this is a bit, because I used to be thinking I would be a fine artist and go into galleries, and they would tell me things like, we like paintings that are about a meter at least wide. How many? I don't know how many inches that is, but like big. They wanted big, and they said they would say oh, and right now our clients want yellow because it matches their wall, and they want big because the bigger canvas, the more it sells. And then they had a hierarchy of prices based on, is it oil, is it acrylic, is it watercolor, or is it like charcoal? And so nothing here, like let's say this is a meter, nothing here is talking about art yet. It's all garbage, right? Like, there's no art. You're just paying for, I want yellow, big, oil, and that will cost you whatever, like 5,000. And that's what the gallery will say. So we need a picture of this, this, and this, and then they'll take 30% and you get nothing. Well, no. you get 70%, but it's, you know, whatever. But that was the world. And I hated this hierarchy thing. So when people do the same with digital and say, oh, you know, there's traditional, and that's the king, and digital is down here, and that's just, you know, poo. I just wanted to draw poo. This whole talk, I just wanted to draw poo. Anyway, um, yeah, so I think everything has value. Can you please link that work? Oh, what work? I don't remember. Craig, if it was Craig Mullins, the site is this good brush dot. I think it's goodbrush.com. It might not be .com, but I'm pretty sure it's goodbrush.com. I'm sorry for everyone who I'm missing the questions for. Am I uploading this after the live stream is over? What do you think? Should I? Will it destroy the image I've created of being this teacher guy? If you want me to, I will. Dude, you have a dedicated stripper. I'm so jealous of you. Yeah, but I don't think my girlfriend would be happy about that. How come you never talk about the Crimson Daggers in your videos? I only heard about them through your other live streams. Because I just didn't want it to become a Crimson Daggers thing. I genuinely, although I'm stupid and I do whatever stupid shit stuff, I genuinely want to help people learn, like, really. And I want to, and so I figured, okay, I have to attract a broad audience. And how am I going to do that? So one way to get a broader audience is to appeal to them by not making it just Crimson Daggers, because Crimson Daggers, in a way, it's a little bit of a niche thing. It's great. I love the community. They're awesome. Dave Raposa's amazing artist. I respect him so much. Dan Warren, he really turned my life around when I got like a phone call from him one day out of the blue. And so it's a great community. Let me plug them. I'll just stick their thing on. Crimson Daggers. But I don't think it would appeal to everyone. Because it is more, it's for guys who want to be professionals. It's for guys who want to work hard, and it's a little bit of a, I don't know, like heavier, more testosterone-driven community. So yeah, that's why. But yeah, and that's also why I tone things down. I try and talk more professionally. I don't swear as much because it's a problem. I swear a lot in casual conversation, so it's something I have to. Oh, sounds like an earthquake when you type. Yeah, that's how strong I am. If you didn't know, I lift. Do you feel awkward when asked a personal question? Because I think that knowing any artist in general can help understand his or her art. Sorry to use that voice. Yeah, I feel awkward in a sense sometimes. I mean, okay, here's the thing that makes me the most awkward when someone, and I don't know, I get this a lot when people are like, oh, wow, it's Sycra. It's like, I'm nothing. I suck. I'm like you, or not you. I don't know how good you are. You're probably better than me. But if you're not, then I'm just an artist. Like, okay, so here's complete beginner. Complete beginner. And here's like pro. And here's Kim Jung-gi. Kim John Key, and Craig Mullins. Craig Mullins. What was this? Oh, pro. God, I'm bad. And I would say on this scale, I'm like maybe here. Like if this is amateur, then yes, I can make some money off my work, but I'm still far from here. And there's so many people who are just, at different stages. And I'm here, but there's plenty of people, way ahead of me. So I don't think like I'm anything big. I'm just trying to pass on. So when I'm like here, I'm going to try and help this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy. And then when I get, maybe one day I'll be here and then I can help more people. But I don't know. There's so many people who are better than me. So many. Sycra, why you not active on the forums? Sycra don't have time. It's just really, I wish I could be. And I feel terrible. It breaks me up inside. I mean, it's my own forum, and I'm not taking care of it. You're a horrible parent. How did you get Photoshop to look so sexy? It's just CS6. It's like that. You can change it in preferences. General? Maybe? No? Interface? Yeah, interface. Can change it here. See? Now it's different. Now it's really dark. See, so I'm not even complete. Like, this is like the Sith, and this is Jedi. And did anyone play KOTOR 2? I love that game. Do you ever browse IC? You link it in your forums. What's IC? You'll have to explain. Dermishmit. I'm sorry, but what is IC? I'm a total art noob, but on average, how long do pieces take for you to make? I love your work. Speed paintings just make me feel a little inferior. Here's the thing about speed. It doesn't matter. Everyone in the beginning is so impressed by speed. And there's a great artist, Richard Schmidt. Shoot it. I don't know how to spell his last name. It's either S-H-S-C-H or S. So there's a C in there somewhere. Uh-oh. Anyway, okay, I'll write his book. Alla Prima. In it, he talks about how this is important, or maybe he doesn't, but he has a DVD, and right, I'll get back to the Kim Jong-gi books, because the way I got it is through a link that a friend sent me. But anyway, what was I talking about? Richard Schmidt. Right, time. So he paints really quite slow. He's very methodical. Like, he puts down one stroke and then mixes his colors and then puts down another stroke. But every stroke is correct. And it seems like he's so slow. And then at the end, he's got a finished painting. And it's amazing. And it's because he is slow and careful instead of being what beginners are impressed by, which is like, get it fast. Yeah, I'm doing speed paintings. Woo, yeah, awesome. And speed comes with practice. So it's fine to be slow in the beginning. Just think of it as that's good. Slow is good. Right? You build up speed over years. This isn't a week's thing or a month's thing. This is a year's thing. So if you take art seriously and you really want to become a professional, forget about weeks and months and start thinking about years. Yeah, Schmidt, S-C-H-M-I-D. No, not with the T. Schmid, but without the T. No T at the end, absolutely. Okay, let me sit. Kim Jong. Trying to find it. I don't know. I don't know how to find it. I know I emailed this guy called David, and then I just asked for the books, and he gave me the price. Well, it seems you can get it off Amazon. Yeah. No, it's currently unavailable. There's a review on it. His site is superannie.com. And so let's see, you click the sketch collection, and it shows these, but does it show how to get them? But anyway, I can't say enough good things about this. It's the best investment I ever made in art, because I can just keep looking at it and learning new things. Geez, I don't even know. I don't know how to do this. It's Korean. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Are you still doing animation? No, I do not do animation. What are some tips you can give to someone who will make art his or her career? Be in it for the long haul. Don't be, I don't know, there's so many wrong reasons you can do art. One of them is money. One of them is fame. Do this because you love it, because you want to do it, not because you want to be famous, or, you know, I mean, people will always tell you how hard it is. And the thing is that they tell you how hard it is. Often, you know, people, you know, they'll say there's no money in it. That's not true. There's money in it. It's just that the competition is super high. You have to believe in yourself. That's the hard stuff. Doing the work is hard. Painting all the time when you don't want to paint is hard. And I'm not very good at that. Like, I'll be the first to say, there are much more hardworking people out there than I am. Brent Hollowell, Alex Negre. I did a interview with him. He's way more hardworking than I am. Yeah, Kim does all that without any underdrawings, right? Yeah, he does. I've seen in some of his pictures there's perspective, but yeah, he does so many drawings with nothing, and he's talented. You know, yes, he does cool things. There's like an interview on him. You just search for Kim Jong-gi interview, and he explains some of his process. But yeah, how do you create your landscape paintings? Do you think in steps, or is it fluid? I always think in steps. Usually, you need a certain amount of value, so you want to get that down. You also need atmosphere, usually, so, you know, using a soft brush, getting an atmosphere, that's really important. Understanding some basics about how things work, how it's usually, not always, but usually it's lighter at the horizon, in skies, and things like that. I'm not very good at landscapes. Not very good at many things, so anyway. And like, see, so I'm putting saturated colors, but this is not in, I wouldn't put those here. See, that doesn't fit. If I put those saturated colors here, if I do something like that, it brings it forward, right? So just understanding, see, what I could do is put like a foreground element here, and then hit that with like a very saturated color, and it might work, because now that's way in front. but I couldn't take this high value and high saturation and just put it here. It's going to be odd. And so once I've established the basic value structure, then I can work within it. So, and I don't always work this way, but when I do, I establish a basic value structure. But it's like sometimes for the background, what I'll do is I'll start with the lasso tool and create like scraggly mountain shape things. And I can get like a soft brush. See? There's like mountain there. But it's more understanding like how atmospheric perspective works, that yes, when things get further away, they're going to get more into the distance. When things get closer, it's going to be more contrast. There's no video. Oh. All right, well, all right, sounds like people are heading to sleep, and yeah, I should really be doing that too. So, I'm gonna stop this, and as usual, hoped it helped, and thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing if you subscribed. 70,000 plus subscribers, amazing. Yeah, stay tuned. I'll have another video next week. Hope. Take care and good night or good morning. Good morning.